Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I'm SMS, and let me make sure everything looks good. I think we're good. I think we're live. Everything sounds good. Um, I'm just gonna trust that it works. I don't give a fuck. But before we get into anything, before I do any kind of intro, I want to play this for you guys. And if you could share this out, get more people in here, I do appreciate it. And we'll dive in. We got plenty of things to talk about. We've got some yaps to talk about. We got some meme coins. We've got price action. What else? What else? What else? We'll see. We'll dive into it. But it's not going to be a long one because I'm going to get off here and finish recording the video that I'm in the middle of. I just wanted to make sure that I hopped on here and stay consistent with the evenings. And might be changing up the schedule a little bit to buy some more time. Might not. I don't know. We'll fucking play that by ear. But this shit is going to be going down every single night, Monday through Friday. And on Fridays, we turn it into SMS Yaps. We talk about anything and everything that we can. But looking to get more people involved, looking to get some other guests or some hosts or anything like that. If you guys want to be part of the conversation, you can come up right now. More than welcome. If you don't want to show your face, you can just be a PFP just like that. It's up to you. Before we get into anything else, let's play this. Hey, what's going on, guys? What's up? I'm SMS, founder of SMS Crypto, Sei and Solana Made Simple, and we are getting into SMS Live. This is going to be Let's Talk About It. We're going to be diving into some charts, talking about trends, things going on the timeline, taking a look at some alpha, and just vibes and value as always. And before we get into this is powered by Drill Club, the NFT collection on Sei. Shout out to the homies out there, a bunch of real ones. You know the drill. Go ahead and check them out and grab yourself an NFT. The art upgrade is coming, guys. Don't sleep on it. I'm telling you, it's probably one of the best collections and groups I've been involved with in the last 4 years. Straight up. That Dippo just gets it. The rest of the team, complete chats. So hopefully, and maybe we'll be seeing some more partnerships or I don't know, integrations working with the Drill Club and seeing what happens from there. But guys, if you haven't, go over to YouTube. It's my channel is SMS on YouTube. You just type that in, SMS on YouTube. I'm gonna be switching it over to SMS Crypto. I don't know if that name's taken on YouTube, but overall, I think I'm going to be rebranding everything to SMS Crypto just because of the implications with Kaido, just because there's a lot more than saying Solana, and I don't want to keep myself into a box. I am going to have my focus on saying Solana. I do think that those are going to be some of the better, I guess, consumer user type of chains. A lot of other ones kind of want to advertise to it, but what's available, what's cheap, what's scalable, what can you make cool apps with? A lot of these chains are saying that. I just happen to be involved with Sei. If Sei and me go another way, I'll remove it. If Solana and me go another way, I'd remove it. But I don't think that that's the case for either of them. Sei might be could be one that gets cut if things don't come around the next year. But with everything they've been building, all the infrastructure, the foundation, the different partnerships, I think they're going to be a strong horse in the game. I don't think that they're going to be top 10. I'll just be completely frank with you on that one. There are some delusional people out there that are saying when Sei flips Solana, I'm like, you're fucking high as shit, because that's not happening. It's just not going to happen. I mean, anything could happen, but that shit ain't happening. You're retarded if you think that. I don't care if that, whatever. But either way, I still think that there's a lot of opportunity. The fact that Sei is already on Magic Eden, the fact that Sei is being talked about being built out, it has the 23andMe potential. It didn't put any bids in, it didn't buy it. There's a potential that they're going to acquire or buy that. There's a lot of other things with Sei as well, but there's other chains that can do very similar things. And the thing about it is, if somebody doesn't build something that can utilize that high speed and make good use of that, there's no fucking point at all. And just because it goes fast, that's great. But what can you do with it? Like that's like getting a rocket and say this rocket can fly to the moon. Well, how many fucking people can use that rocket? The builders don't even use the rocket. They send fucking astronauts and spacemen and shit like that, or Katy Perry. So think about it, guys. Like, if the blockchain's the fastest, the most scalable, but we also have things like Somnia with 1 million TPS, and it's extremely scalable. And then you have other things that are just built on top where they don't even have to have the TPS. They just use yours and integrate with the EVMs. I don't know. There's a lot to think about when it comes to that. The cross-chain interoperability isn't just on Sei either. So there are some things to think on that end, like, what is the difference maker? Because there's a lack of liquidity. That's obvious. And when I talk to people, I'm like, what makes you want to get into a chain? Well, liquidity is a big, big factor in that. I'm not fudding. I'm not saying anything about it. I'm just being realistic. I'm just giving you a real take. Like I said, guys, I don't pull any punches. I tell it how it is. I tell you how I feel about it. And the Mets are up 5-1. Fuck the Mets. And we're just going to have a drink on that note. But look at this perfect fucking pour, guys. This is insane. Oh, don't spill it. My God. Cheers. That's a little something, something. This is my favorite beer. Right here. A little something, something. I'm saying, got a little dog on there, boy. No. But yeah, there's a discussion. And I bookmarked a bunch of things. I realized this morning I was not prepared, and I needed to make sure that I'm a little bit more prepared. I don't mind making mistakes on the fly, but it is a little bit better for you guys to enjoy if I am prepared and I got some stuff ready for you. So do apologize about that if you were in that space or stream. Let me fix this thing. All right, should be good to go. What is this thing? All right. Anyway, that's good there. All right, let's pull up some of the stuff here. See everybody's in the chat real quick. Like I said, guys, we got 11 of you guys in here. If you could please repost this, reshare this, tag some people, get some people in here. We're live on YouTube and on X, and we're going to dive into, first off, let's take a look at the leaderboard. First, let me share my screen. That might be helpful. And if you guys if you don't know me, welcome to the show. I've been in the space for about 4 years, almost 5 years now. Learning every single day and grinding hard as fuck. We'll make it. That's the name of the game. You just got to keep putting in the work, and it'll work out for you. Unless it doesn't, then you suck. Let me take this off real quick. So, what was I going to share with you guys? So I'm up to my yaps. I'm still earning them daily. The things I'm doing are working. It's not, hundreds or thousands or whatever yaps. I don't get a lot of support from the ecosystems that I'm in. Unfortunately, it's sparing. And then I got to reach out a little bit further to get in touch with these people. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just telling you straight up, it's just the way it is. 12,000 followers doesn't really mean shit if they're not showing up. Because I look at my timeline, I'm like, damn, I respond, I go back to all these other people. It just says a lot about your community and the interactions there. If they don't like, if people aren't showing up on there, you have to go elsewhere. You have to move. You cannot sit in the same place where people aren't supporting. They can say, like, you know how many people tell me, oh, you work hard. No shit. You don't have to fucking tell me that. I need you to show up. Don't fucking. I see you working so hard. Yeah, bitch, do something about it. What do you mean? That's stupid. But anyway, let's take a look at this real quick, and we'll talk a little bit about the yaps and just kind of get you guys caught up with where I'm at with it. I'm gonna be sharing this stuff pretty publicly because personally I don't care, and I think that it's helpful for people. So here we are. Pum, pum, pum. Let's pull this up here. Hit them with a little ooh-wop. All right, so I'm at 125 yaps. Not too bad, not too shabby. We earned 3 in the last 24 hours. We can take a look at the earned yaps. Look here. So when I got back onto this, I wanted to start, interacting and checking out what's going on. I earned 11.34 on the 16th, 20.67 on the 17th. That ranked me up in the, I think I was like 184 out of everybody. It was kind of crazy because I know people earn way more yaps than that. However, it was cool to see that. On the 18th, we got 0.53, just half a yap, and then we got 1.09, and then 3.49 today. I've been taking a look and changing my game up a little bit and redirecting my focus, trying some different things out. One other thing that I'm 100% doing is seeing what other people are doing and mimicking it 100%, but changing the words up, changing the whole idea up. If anybody says that you shouldn't do that, fuck you. We're going to be talking about the same shit anyway. That it's just what's going on. There's only a certain amount of things that are coming out in the timeline and the news. So if somebody has a problem and says, oh, you're stealing my content, well, you stole the person that put it out the first time, the company. You didn't make anything of your own to begin with. So take it easy on that note. However, that's kind of what we do here. But I have been working really fucking hard to see, what I can do. Like I said, I don't need people to remind me about that, but it is cool. I also have my Kaido staked, so I'm just kind of curious when we get another airdrop what that's going to look like, if there's going to be any rewards for staking and stuff like that. Let's take a look at the leaderboards, and I was at like 90 something the other day on the Sei leaderboard, so let's see if we've made any progress in that area because it wasn't looking too hot. Still not up here on the top gainer. See, I made a post about this, and I was getting a lot of support when I came into the space from December, January. I haven't seen anybody, not even like I haven't seen, Trey, Roy, people in any of those projects, anybody from the Sei like core, like homies and stuff like that. I don't see them anymore. I just don't see them at all, literally. So tells me a little bit about how this community, at least that section is. It's like very us and maybe you. I don't know. I'm not one of the persons to kiss your ass or do anything to make you like me more. I just say fuck it, keep it pushing. So we can see that the 30-day we can see is up there. One thing you got to take a look at this flat line, flat line, flat line, flat. Well, that's not flat. Flat line, flat line, flat line, flat line, flat line, flat line. And I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying these people are just coming in here because they know that there's an opportunity once they get paid out and the money's not coming in. I fucking bet you're not going to see a lot of this. They're going to go to the next place where they can, extract some funds. And again, there's nothing wrong with doing that. It's just not sustainable long term. One thing you got to take a look at when you look at the 6-month chart here and you start to see, who's on this chart, what the charts look like. They're not exactly these. Oh shit. Yeah. So look at the charts here. Look at all the activity on all of these. No straight fucking lines. I mean, Dan kind of has one there. These guys, they came in the game late. Alones shows that he's like over 100 days straight posting about Sei Wizard. I don't know why. I guess they just started late. I don't know why that one's like that. Devil, he's works for the fucking foundation. There's for him to flex that he's even in here. That's fucking stupid too. I just don't understand that. You work for the foundation. Of course, you're going to be at the top. Literally, like most things kind of come from you. It's silly. But the AI scores it like he's part of this. And I guess that's whatever. Maybe there's a way that they can say, hey, can we remove the foundation people and give other people chances? I'm not really caring that much. I'm just talking about the overall sentiment, what people are talking about, what they're seeing. And I mean, I agree with it. It's kind of gay. It's kind of dumb to have it like that. But that's what they choose to do, and they don't seem to care too much. One thing I will say, Solana, not a very receptive to their community and people that reach out. Sei was in the beginning, but it's very, very hard for me to get a response from anybody in that department now. I don't know if I rubbed somebody the wrong way by being too honest or too open-minded with things. But I have the thing about technology is it puts information out there transparently, especially on the blockchain, especially on apps. I can see when you're recently active. I can see when you're not reading the stuff. My point about this is I'm not going to talk good about this thing if the people that are running the show are fugazi and just kind of not supporting overall. I mean, you can go follow him, put your notifications on, go with Devil, go put your notifications on with him and start watching the patterns and stuff like that. It's very, very clear to see these kind of things. I don't have like if I got patterns, bring them up. I don't care. I really don't give a fuck. But I'm not running a blockchain. I'm not involved with this shit. I'm not marketing manager, whatever the fuck it is. I have nothing to do with these things. But you start to see these things, and I'm not going to keep my mouth shut about it. It looks stupid. And I don't want to be involved with something where it's like, well, how about this? You're repping this chain and look at this shit. And it's like, nah, I'm good. No offense. I don't have a problem with anybody personally. I don't know them, never met them, don't care to. But your chain's going to have some issues if it keeps seeing the same things popping up over and over and over. So let's take a look at some things and keep the conversation rolling. And again, if you guys want to come into the conversation, join in, take part, whatever you want to do, you're more than welcome to. So there has been an update to the Yapper leaderboards and all of that kind of stuff. So what is Yapper Mindshare? Yapper Mindshare Yapper Mindshare measures the share of voice an individual account contributes to a specific project, what contributes towards Mindshare within a specific project leaderboard. So how do you get to the top? Relevant discussion about the project with greater weight given to targeted focus and project-specific conversations over general roundups. Okay. Real reputation-weighted engagement, prioritizing high-quality interactions and participation from a broader, more diverse set of CT accounts. So if you have a larger account or a larger network, or you have reciprocating community, this is going to be very, very beneficial. I was just looking through my timeline. Most of the things I posted today got maybe 0 to 1, maybe 2 likes on them. So that is a big implicator that people are not supporting the same way. And I will continue to search until I find that community that does support. My money's not going to leave. I'm going to, take the funds and, I'll probably be the person you don't like that extracts, because why would I want to be somewhere with my money if it's not fun? If it's not fun and it's paying me, I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm just going to collect the bread and keep it moving. It's investing 101. You don't have to be tribal. You don't have to make everybody happy in this space. You can do whatever the fuck you want to, just like everybody else does. So remember that. Stop the tribal shit. Don't think that you have to get locked into one thing. Spread out. I got into Solana and I locked into that because it was affordable. I'm not a fucking wealthy man. I don't have a bunch of money to buy Ethereum at the time. Well, now Ethereum's a little lower. I can get bits and pieces of that, but again, I don't have the money to spend on that kind of shit. So I got into Solana. Solana, matured and graduated. Clearly, my pockets raised just a little bit there. Fuck, man, they're out. All right, top of the ninth, 5-1 Mets. Phillies they've been playing like shit the last couple of days. Anyway, what contributes? So I've been posting about the project constantly. Why am I not in the leaderboard? Not appearing in the leaderboard doesn't mean your contributions aren't recognized. By design, the leaderboard can only surface the top 100 accounts within a given period of time. Well, there's other things that can make that happen to that question. That's a shitty answer. They could say, well, the foundation, the network, the people in there, they're going to be in the top. That's obvious. The ones that aren't, you can see Phillips not at the top, Mike McCoy and all of that kind of stuff, because it's not coming from them. That's one thing. The other part is AI being involved and them getting market share, them or mind share, them getting the rewards or whatever they're doing there. I don't know, but again, that does affect. Um, Again, this shit's not perfect, so whatever. Does posting about multiple projects contribute to my mind share on multiple leaderboards? We've introduced a new algorithm that disproportionately rewards accounts showing consistent loyalty and alignment to a smaller set of projects. This isn't meant to discourage honest Kaido ecosystem yappers who contribute across multiple leaderboards. Rather, it's designed to especially reward community members who demonstrate deeper commitment to a select few. So that's something I was saying very, very early on is pick your chains that you like and stick with them. I've clearly got a couple of my favorites: Somnia, Sei, Kaido, Skate. Those are my main ones. And then there's Mitosis, DeFi, Sofon, OpenLedger, and Polkadot. All of those are giving out rewards over summer into the end of the year, or Q3 at least. So we're going to keep an eye on them. But I don't know if I'm going to really dip into anything else. I'm probably going to try to work on a schedule and like sort it out, which ones, how often, all of that kind of stuff. Just have metrics for myself and see how that works out. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You can take your time doing this. If you don't get in the leaderboards, you don't get paid out, it doesn't mean you're not doing a good job. Don't let that shit deter you. Trust me, the shit's not fun when you're working hard as fuck for a result and you don't get it, but I promise you it's going to get you prepared for that next level, and it's going to give you a lot of character. It's going to make you a better person at the end too. Unless you're a little bitch and you cry about it and you fucking leave the chain and all of that shit, then you're a fucking pussy and you deserve nothing. That's just the way that goes. So that's that. Now, something else I wanted to kind of talk about was big updates on the Kaido AI. People are cheating or getting ahead on Kaido. Influencers different from copying or remixing posts. Lazy efforts are noticed and robots detect them, so you're only fooling yourself when it comes down to that. I got to check to see where I'm at, but I was at 83. Let's see. Yapping improves the timeline, quality, and honest hard work wins. You don't need a big following, but engagement helps. Be original, relevant, and engaging. Not every post succeeds, but persist. Find a niche, stick to it, and share your knowledge. That's exactly where I'm at. Not everything's going to be a banger, but if you keep pushing, you keep going, you'll get where you want to. You're going to find things that are nuances that you don't want to hear, like, oh, you're working so hard. No fucking shit, dude. No shit. I don't need to be reminded. I need to say, hey, this is for your hard work. That's what I want. Just like the shit. Explore other chains. The rewards are worth it. Don't miss quality posts from yappers. So again, find your chains you like that are rewarding if that's what you want to do, and stick to them. I'm 83 over 100 over the 30 days. I was top tier during the Sei creator round, but the community support has waned. I'm working hard to climb higher, and I need more Sei community support. I'll keep creating valuable educational content until I get there. That's not going to be stuff that all of the bigger names in this space or whatever are really going to support. They're here to make money. They're here to hang out with themselves. They're here to circle jerk, I think. I don't know. I'm just kidding, guys. Whatever. But Kaido watches, you know what I'm saying? Respect to you, chat. See, these guys, they get it. But it's the stuff people aren't saying. It's the truth about this fucking space. And it is what it is, man. Like, you don't cry over spilled milk, but you can talk your shit from time to time. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's take a look at what we got here. This one's pretty interesting. We might even be able to go live with this. Oh, no, that's not what I thought it was. All right, let's take a look at this. All right, so I posted this just because I was seeing some conversation from one of a community member was saying something about how could you not be exploring the Sei ecosystem or something like that? And then I think somebody mentioned that it's going to flip Sol, and I was like, that's pretty bold. Like, that's not going to happen at all. You'd have to jump 60 blockchains to get there, and it's not going to happen. That there has to be such a monumental move for that to happen. Like, do you understand how well Solana has done for the last 2.5, 3 years? It's just not going to happen. So I just kind of watched that, and I was like, that's some of the heads of this fucking blockchain are telling people straight up, it's a mistake to think that it's not going to or exploring this. And I'm just like, You know, when I ask people why they don't want to come over here to Say, they give me reasons, and I counter them with other reasons, and people do come over. They do see the value. But that's why I'm pretty honest with every fucking thing I say, because I don't want people to come over here and be like, man, I thought you said this. No, I'm giving you the good, the bad, and everything. I'm not just going to sugarcoat this and make it sound like it's, a walk in the park. So, I wrote, do you think Say will be a top 10 chain? And Neville Longbottoms, Neville Longbottoms, that's a funny fucking name. Big Nev, he said no macro downtrend when Bitcoin is flirting with six figures, it's a goner. So that's their take. I said I don't think it does either, but I don't think it's going to leapfrog 50 to 60 powerful blockchains. So that's my take on it. Does that mean I'm going to stop hanging out and being in this chain or whatever, like building into this or supporting it or finding opportunities in the market, finding a job in this space or anything like that, or the chain in general? No, absolutely not. I'm not going to stop doing any of that. I just don't think it's realistic or wise for certain people to be in certain positions to kind of make people think that that's the case. Overall, these are the most consistent numbers off of everything I could check. So I figured, might as well share this thing with you. So this year we're looking at minimum price 14. I think we hit 13. So invalidates that. We have maximum price $2.83. That's a tall order, bro. That's a tall fucking order, man. I really don't think you're getting there. $1.50, $1.25. That makes sense to me. That I 100% agree. I like it, but $2, $3. I don't know. I just maybe. Let's say Bitcoin hits like $250,000. There's a good chance you could probably get a little higher, maybe $2. I don't see three. That will take a lot. Somebody messaged me. And we're back. Sorry about that. I got a call and it shut me out. So I got to respond to this one. Look, I'm still. Where am I at? Where's the John? We're still bullish on Say, guys. Still bullish. All right. Okay. So now that we got that out of the way. All right. So yeah, this price prediction stuff. I always think price prediction is a little crazy, but I just don't. I'm just basing these off these numbers. 900% change. Very, very possible that you see that happen if there's a huge bull run and a huge opportunity in this market. I thought I just put this on. Oh, I gotta put it on silent. You don't fuck. All right, we're good to go. All right, so 2026, 29 cents as a low, $5.20 as a maximum price. What do you guys think? And then we have the average price, $2.75. I like that. That makes sense. I mean, that's just look at what Solana did. It had to go from $8 to $300, and it took damn near, I don't know, a year and some change. Like, come on now. And you're gonna tell me this is going to, possible, very possible, but we got to see some changes in some of the trends and this pattern here. But anyway, so that's very nice increase. 2030 saying 72 cents as a minimum, $20 maximum. I love to see that. That's so this is the thing you could do right now. If you are extremely bullish, you see the underlying thesis here, the thing I do believe in here, I'm willing to take $1,000 buying a bunch of this fucking Sei, maybe just do it in 200, 200, 200 and strike prices and stuff like that, staking it to 2030. If you go up 7,000% staked on top of that, you're going to be paid pretty damn nice. So average price $10. Still, 1000x on that, that's not bad. Ish, 1000x ish. So then they say 2040. It's a while away from here, but $71 for the minimum, 124 for the maximum, 97 for the average price. Fuck. 24. I don't know how old am I going to be in 2040? That's 15 years from now. That's me in my 50s. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work out. But that is a retirement plan. Like, 64,500% increase in here. If you're able to sell it for over $100 at this price, I mean, if you buy a gang of this shit, stake some of this shit, hell yeah, that's awesome. But this is all speculation, guys. You don't know. Crypto could be in the next bear for fucking 10 years. Who knows? Not likely. Who knows? All right, so we got that one out of the way. Let's see what else we got here. All right, this is yaps.tips. This is pretty dope. I got to get my code to get in here so I can show you. Basically, what this does, allows you to make jobs so people will go yap for your, basically it's engagement. It's paid rating, essentially. And then you tip people for them. So you get paid to raid type shit. Somebody made an app for it. It's pretty dope, powered by Kaido. I got one of the early codes, and I'm in the Discord. We're going to be having a space. I was talking to him. I was like, look, you can come on stream. We can talk about this. You can go into a space. There was somebody in there saying, no, spaces aren't good. I'm like, you're fucking retarded. Spaces are good. That's literally what is the focal point of X. But I do think we're going to video. That's why back in 2024 in January, I completely switched my my gears up. The fuck is that? Fucking shit is going on with the music. I'm gonna have to holler at you boys. The hell was that? Let's see what we get with Law. This music's so bad. But anyway, I truly think that things are going to be going over to a more video-centric situation. Why do I keep disappearing? Yeah. And I think that they'll still be voice, but think about phones. You went from phone calls to FaceTime. Basically the same thing. I think over time, a lot of things are going to be to like face-to-face. They want that. And of course, people are going to be weirdos and they're going to use AI avatars and all of that fucking weird shit. Like there's some people that use AI to post pictures that kind of look like them, but a better version of them. I personally couldn't do that to myself. That just sounds like self-sabotage. And I mean, if you're ugly and gross looking, then I guess you do want to do that. But I think it's weird. I don't know. I wouldn't want an AI version of me for real. Doing it as a joke might be funny, but anyway. But if you guys want to get involved with this, again, this is going to be Yap Tips. You're going to be able to get tipped for, supporting people that are yapping and some of the projects, helping them get in some of the spotlight. I like it. I like what they got going on. I want to see if I can help them out. I want to see if I can partner up with them or whatever the case is. Or just at least use it. Maybe use it for the Web3 underdogs. Maybe use it for a partner project. Maybe use it for the Drill Club. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work out. I don't know where it's going to go from here, but I'm definitely going to be involved and see what we can do. And then let's see what else. All right, since we're talking about yaps, let's switch gears one more time. Actually, we got like 3 more gears to switch till we get into charts. Damn, we're at 42 minutes already. All right, so I don't know why. Never mind. Tomorrow at 4, we're going to be chilling and yapping with the can't see this page, but now you can. We're going to be chilling and yapping with Walls and Smokey. Kaido Spaces bring a lot of alpha explanation and a good chance to ask questions about Kaido. I don't know what Sakaki, whatever the fuck I was. I don't know. That's funny, but I got a nice this is AI. This is something I made with AI. This is cool because I don't have to draw it. I don't have to paint it. It's just done, and it's kind of cool. So here's the reminder tomorrow at 4 p.m. Get yourself in there. These are always really, really good spaces that you might want to take a look into them and see what they got cooking. Walls is one of the top yappers in the space, and he's got some info for you guys. So don't sleep on the homie. And last but not least on the what's it called? Yeah, all right, perfect. Good segue. Last but not least on the Kaido aspect of things here. Shout out to the underdog chewing on the Kaido chew toy. I've been buying the dip. I don't know if you guys have. I kind of realized I was like, well, if I'm not getting yaps, I might as well fucking buy the Kaido because it's dirt cheap right now. It was like 60 cents, bro. Like, are you kidding me? This shit was running over $1 up to like almost 5, 4, I don't know, something like that. Yeah, I'm buying the shit at 60 cents. Are you kidding me? Like, what? Yeah, I'm buying it. So I was just asking who's buying the shit. Definitely something to take a look at. If you look at the chart here, it was all the way down here for a while and then it ran up here. But still not over $1, still not at that point of like, yeah, let me just hold off and get an airdrop or something like that. So nothing really to stress on that end of things. All right, and this is the last point. This kind of ties into the beginning of the conversation when it talks more about what people aren't saying. So this is what the rest of the yappers aren't saying. Even the folks at Kaido know the distribution and rankings haven't been exactly fair. So yeah, maybe the last 30 days weren't the best to look at, especially if we're talking about campaigns and credibility. No hate if you post went up, but let's be real. There's more. Keep reading. All right, so Vo, she said, don't know how I'm number 6. Never posted about the app. And Yahoo or whatever Yahoo, I don't know what his name is. I'm gonna go with Yahoo. It sounds good. He basically explained we have image reading, so it picked up the below. She posted this and it picked it up. So what does that tell you? If you have a big following, if people are going to look at your post, you can post the dumbest shit in the world and you are going to get a high placement. So anybody that's saying you don't need a big account, it's not all of this dumb shit. There's somebody that had no idea, cared no fucks about this, and was number 6 on the fucking page or on their shit. So what does that mean to you? A lot of what people are saying is fucking bullshit and they don't know what they're talking about. How does somebody that doesn't use the app protocols get all the way up there when there's a ton of people trying to get that spot? You got to think about that. And like all reality, you really got to think about that. Like the amount of work I put in, but it's not getting viewed, even though, and this is the bitch about it. Since people aren't viewing my content or interacting or whatever, it's getting viewed as it's bad content. And that's what it's being received as. I have to keep breaking out of that to start getting up to the leaderboard. It's not easy right now, but I'm working my ass off to move up on the leaderboard. But it is interesting to think about. This is the post that I referenced right here. This is a case study, Infinex top 25 on the 7-day leaderboard. So less than 2,000 followers. When people say you need a small account, does well. Bullshit. Small between 2,000 and 1,000. Bullshit. Medium 10,000 and 30,000. That makes more sense. Large, massive. You guys get the fucking picture? This small shit is just a coping mechanism or somebody that's very, very well connected. I saw Devil he brought in, and I'm only using this specific reason because I saw the correlation to it. There was a couple girls that came into the space. I don't know anything about them. They were very pretty, but they had huge followings. A lot of people, not huge followings, but like they had huge engagement. A lot of people show up on their timeline, say hi, respond to them just because it's a hot girl. A bunch of these fucking nerds never talk to a girl, so whatever. So those are the small accounts that work. And then you have people like, I can't think of the names off the top of my head right now, but there's a couple dudes that I roll with pretty steadily and consistently where we kind of just support each other's content, share it out there, and do as best we can not to farm it, make it look, extra or whatever the case is. But I know for a fact that there are certain things you can gain, certain things you can do to get yourself up there. You know, for instance, Bando, he was number one, and he was talking about how he would never lose that number one spot. As soon as he got back from Paris that next week, he was literally knocked down off of the number one spot. And the other thing was somebody copy and pasted. He copied exactly what somebody else posted, and he reposted it. So to support and say this guy's so great at what he does, he's a good copy paster, and he's getting better at the threads. And if look, this isn't a jab at anybody. This is honest, real shit. If you got upset about it, this is what you fucking get. Like, this is what you did. And if I have to eat my own shit, I gotta eat my own shit too. But I try not to do anything where it comes back to be like, you did this too. I will copy your post. I will put it through ChatGPT. I will say, make this original. I will spit it back out, and I will change it up. I will edit it. I will make it curated so it looks more like something I would have typed up by myself. Time is of the essence, and I'm not going to sit here and spend my whole fucking life typing up a bunch of shit where it doesn't actually get valued that it should, because it is good stuff. Some of it maybe not that good, but I try to make sure this is something I would want to stop and read. I literally think about it, like, does this make sense to like look at? Yeah. So I'm not going to act like I'm innocent on that end, but I will not copy it verbatim. I will not post it verbatim. I will take the idea. I will take exactly what you did, especially if you're at the top, because I tell people to do the same thing too. Go to the top, see, follow those accounts, put them in a list, follow those accounts specifically, respond to everything they do, respond to it all, engage with them, see if they respond back to you. If they don't, start noticing these things and these people and these trends. The trend's your friend. It's not lying to you. If it's starting to say that this is happening, it's fucking happening. Don't be in denial. All right. So yeah, that's what I said here. This is the 7 day, but the trend is your friend. So if it's only 7 days, you can only imagine if this trend continues on how this will play out. But like I said, there are some specific situations where these smaller accounts are doing well, but you got to talk to yourself and be like, what's a small account? What's a big account? How do we gauge that? How do you go from 2,000 to 10,000? That literally goes from 4 to 5 figures. I mean, you took one fucking number off. Give me a break. But anyway, that's something to take into consideration. I'm not going to stop yapping. There's money on 5 or 6 different tables right now, and I plan on sitting at every single one. Just like I said to you guys earlier, Sei, Somnia, Kaido, Skate, and then we have that random Mitosis, DeFi, Polka, or Open Ledger, or Sofon. All of these. I'm not going to get into the most competitive ones. I'm going to get into the ones that I like. I'm going to read the paperwork. I'm going to read the documents. I'm going to see, is this something that I'd want to actually buy, invest into, and play around with? And well, I got to be honest with you. I can't say that there's a lot of things I want to buy and play around with when it comes to other chains. So Ethereum, I want to do the same thing everybody else does. I want to hang out. I want to learn. I want to work in the space. I want to develop things. I want to bring people in. I want to do all of that kind of stuff. Does that have anything to do with the tech? Not necessarily, but that's where the connections are made, and you go down that route. I'm just saying, guys, have an open mind to this. The whole idea of having one chain or supporting one chain, I think that's kind of gone. I think that is a very archaic way to think about crypto at this point. I mean, you're going to have your maxis, you're going to have your strongest beliefs and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that, but just be a little bit more realistic when you're thinking about what you're doing here in general. All right. But we're going to move the conversation on, and let me clear out some of this so I get some memory back on my fucking computer. I got 7 fucking tabs open here. All right. And now we've got some Solana meme coins. I'm pretty pumped about this. So if you guys have been paying attention to the live stream, I've been talking about these for the last 7+ days. Probably 15 or more. But FWOG, it's been on a low. It was just flat. I've been telling you guys, all of these fucking things are flat. They're going to get some momentum at some point. This is going to be one of your chances to get in. So what did I do? I fucking bought into it. Just like when I was telling you guys, hey, I'm going to tell you about these coins because I like them. Pingu. Same thing. Popcat. Same thing. Punky. Same fucking thing. Let's go take a look at this real quick. All right. April 17th. What's that? 5 days ago. Looking at these now for re-entry. I didn't buy fucking With. I didn't buy Mew yet. I don't know if I'm going to. I might just stay on these ones because I also have Jupe and Bonk, and I'm staking them. And also have Kaido. That was the airdrop and the stuff I've been buying on the dip. But you gotta keep like you gotta think about that. Like all of these coins, man. Like, are you kidding? Like, look at this shit. Like dead bottom. So, yo, it's actually at like an hour already. That's crazy. I'm not gonna really do too much more. Nah, I'm not gonna do too much more. But before we get any further, guys, let's take a quick little intermission and give you something to look at. All right, so this is a pretty good post from the homie Yaks and how he ranked in the top 30 on the site or Sei Yapper leaderboard and why you should join. Blah 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 blah. The leaderboard isn't just about tweets; it's about mind share, ability to drive conversation across the ecosystem. This seems very you know what I mean. So whatever. Feedback for Sai. This campaign has been fired, but there are some suggestions. Add a milestone to badges, top 150 OG. Gamification, more motivation. Highlight rising stars. Spotlight diversity. Top the Nigerian yappers. What? Bridge campaigns encourage collabs between projects like joint quest or weekly mini challenges. Anyone still on the sidelines, you don't need to be perfect to start. Just passionate. If you love Say games, yeah. But if you're deep in DeFi, drop Insight, yeah. If you're meme lord, make us laugh. Want to learn, start replying. So this is pretty good. This is a good post. I don't know if you typed it up, but like this looks exactly like something that would spit out if I said, "Hey, make a post about this." But this is pretty good. I know he's like a student, so it could be legit. I just have this thing, man. I don't trust anybody in this fucking space because you can use AI to literally do anything. This whole voice, this could be AI. It's not, but it could be. It's not AI. I'm not a fucking weirdo. I'm a human being that has fun. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm not gonna hold you all night. And like I said, I got some shit I got to take care of. So let's get there. And the Phillies they lost. Game's over. Sick. Awesome. Love to see it. All right, guys, stay tuned for more. I appreciate all your support. I'm definitely going to continue rocking out with this. Like I said, schedule might change up, might be doing some rebranding, might take some days off to like edit everything and do it all together and come out with a bang. Looking for more guests, looking for hosts to come on. I've had zero luck. I couldn't even get the people from Celestial Flutters to come up and do this shit. Couldn't get anybody from Say to do this shit. The people that got me into Say ain't around anymore. I don't know what to fucking tell you when it comes to that shit. I don't know. I gotta find a community at some point here, and I don't see where we can go from there. But I'm wrapping this one up. You guys have a good rest.